Hey, so we're now 2 months into living on the boat, and not a lot's been accomplished. I had to go up to Scotland shortly after the first video. I had some family matters that took me away for a little while. That all being said, the dust has settled and we've actually got a day where we're not being battered by a storm. The weather's put me off wanting to do anything. It's been really cold, it's been raining, and I've just sort of like generally had a bit of anxiety about actually coming back and wanting to do any of the work. It sounds silly, but I'll express that all later on. What we're doing at the moment is we're going to sort out the insulation. It's going to be a few cut scenes. This is like 2 AM. I've just come back in and I've been really needing to do this insulation job because it's getting damn cold at the moment. So what I've got going on is I've got closed cell foam and reflective material here. These are literally camping mats I've picked up off eBay. They're about £5 a piece. I've picked up half a dozen or so, and that should be enough to go through everything on the V-Berth. This is like the biggest heat loss that I've got going on at the moment. That also being said, we're not limiting it solely just to the little camping mats. I've also picked up some reflectix, and that is aluminium with bubble wrap on the inside, another layer of aluminium there. That will take care of the radiative heat, and that reflect it back in, sort of like protect the outside from, you know, all the excessive heat during the summer, you know, coming in and baking the boat. But at the moment I'm sort of wanting to get it winter ready. Peeled it all back with very little effort. The original material was well past its expiration date. All the little bits that I couldn't get off, I've just been using a little scraper, and all of the other bits I've just been taking back with a power sander. Now, I'm only taking back with a power sander purely because in the corner sections I've been noticing that if I stab and, you know, try and lift off the contact cement, bits of glass fibre will come through, and that makes me a bit wary. So I just sand back all of the finer details, all the more stubborn areas that aren't really coming off. I'm using 80 grit paper there, so that's good enough to take off some of the bigger bits of crap. The hatch, which I'm just about to show you, has some problems. I'll show you now. So, the hatch going on here, you can see that the insulation material actually goes in between the hatch and hull of the vessel, so I've got to take this out, take everything back there, sand it back down, polish it all up, get some marine sealant, and have everything sorted out that way. So sort out these areas. We've got like the main side of the hull there. We've got this flappy bit of material that's doing really nothing, so underneath there is going to be the reflective material, and yeah, just going to use some basic contact cement and get everything going on so it's nice and tidy that way. So we're now a few days ahead from the previous cutscene, and you can see what I've got going on is the materials are starting to take shape. This is the 2 layers. It's got the reflectix and it's got the closed cell foam. It's coming on quite nice. It's just a case of pretty soon we're just going to put the vinyl material over the top of that, and then that is going to be that taken care of completely. I've literally just arrived in the boat for the evening. It's about 9 degrees outside. The temperature of this, just to touch, is not that bad. The temperature of the reflectix is noticeably colder, but that's to be expected. There's nothing to sort of keep the heat in there whatsoever. The windows are a la trailer trash. They are currently under refurbishment at the moment. The V-Berth is pretty much going to be lined with a white or off-white material. That is going to be vinyl, and that will take care of just the aesthetics. It will just tidy everything else up quite nicely. There's a little bit left to take care of back there. You can hear the creaking and groaning of one of the lines. It is hell of a windy out there at the moment. But yeah, so I'm actually going to stop doing this now because Christmas is tomorrow and I'm off to go and visit some more family. But we're getting there, slowly but surely we're getting there.